Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Rockaway Construction, Inc. for the library bathroom remodel and electrical service project in the amount of $32,000 and approving a construction budget in the amount of $37,000. Staff?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. We go from $1.6 million construction contract to a $37,000 construction contract.
But still, welcome.
The project before you tonight is to make accessibility improvements to our library facility that are very much needed. As you'll recall, back in October, the Community Services Department was successful in securing grant funding from the San Mateo County Department of Housing via Community Development Block Grant to install a wheelchair lift that will bring patrons from the first floor of the library to the mezzanine level of the library, as well as to make accessibility improvements to the first floor public restroom. So with that funding received, we now can start to build that project, and we've done so in two phases. So the first phase is going to be the remodel of the public restroom, as well as putting in the new electrical service that will be able to carry the wheelchair lift. The wheelchair lift installation and procurement is sort of done by a specialty contractor, so we didn't want to confuse that with what a general building contractor does, which their bread and butter is sort of bathroom and electrical and sort of general remodeling work. So we have prepared a scope of work, and we prepared some specifications for the bathroom remodel and for the electrical service. The electrical service will also not only power a future wheelchair lift, but will also provide some electrical service for some new workstations on the mezzanine level of the library where folks can plug in their laptops and provide some additional seating and do some additional work up there. So we'll also be taking care of that with this contract as well. We advertised our bid and released it according to state contract code, municipal contract code. We had 3 bidders for the project. An unusual event happened where the low bidder in the amount of $30,700 did not submit a bid bond with their bid submittals. The bid bond guarantees to the city that the contractor is not going to sort of skip town before the council awards contract. So without that bid bond, they were deemed a non-responsive bidder. So we went to the second lowest bidder, which was Rockaway Construction at $32,000. As council recalls, Rockaway has won a previous low bid contract for remodel of the Fire Station 51 for a bathroom and dormitory remodel, very similar work. So they are certainly a qualified and competent contractor to do this work at the library. If council were to award the contract and the city to issue a notice to proceed, the work would have to complete within 20 working days after that notice to proceed is issued. Work will have to occur during library working hours. However, it's staff's and the contractor's intent to minimize the loud sort of boring and drilling and loud hammering to occur prior to the library opening. We have several hours each morning during the week before the library opens up. We hope to accomplish most of the destructive, sound disruptive work during that period of time, we think we can accommodate that. And I believe that's the summary of the project. So again, the contract price is $32,000 with a 15% contingency would bring the total construction budget to $37,000. And the director and I am happy to take questions at this time.
Any questions of staff?
So, Chair, what is the $10,000 of bathroom remodeling?
Alas, the bathroom remodeling work is more than $10,000. So the total price is $32,000. The electrical is about $20,000 of that. Electrical is about 15. So the electrical work, the good news is the electrical work is much cheaper than we had originally anticipated, whereas the bathroom work is more expensive. So we're still looking at a total project budget of the $80,000 and change, which is what we originally predicted. Just the proportions are a little bit shifted, and all that will be.
What sort of improvements will the bathroom get?
Oh, sort of improvements, absolutely. Essentially, the bathroom layout sort of switches to accommodate someone who is using a wheelchair. So we're moving the toilet and the sink around basically to accommodate that. So the new opening for the public restroom is actually going to occur into the magazine room. So there'll be sort of a new door. We'll wall off the existing door and reconfigure the plumbing to allow that to happen.
So fully accessible.
Yes,
Yes, okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Any questions or action?
I'd like to introduce the resolution.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.